Hi everyone, my name is Sucre. In this video we will do a rescue for this commercial Ficus Ginseng. It's just a simple IKEA Ficus Ginseng. I got this from my neighbors. At the time I got it, it was not in a perfect condition. The leaves have improved from that time to here, but the downside is really rotting. That rotting process started in my holidays. I left my plants for someone to take care. When I came back, this one had a starting root rot. I thought it could go on till summer like this, but it's not gonna happen. So I need to intervene and do some things with this one. What we clearly see is this difference in foliage. This one is the foliage of the downside, and the small leaf foliage is the foliage of the craft. In my video of the Ficus Ginseng tree, which is more than 15 years old, I told that I will compare the results of clay to moss. Just to keep that experiment going on, I will repot this one in another pot, but then completely filled with clay. In that way we will have a good experiment in which we can compare the results of clay with moss. What I will do is take this one out, remove the rotting part, clean the soil out, and repot this to another pot. Let's get started. Take a closer look to the tree. This is how it's looking like. We see the rotting part really in here. It had before more legs on this side. Those legs died away. This one is in good shape, so I will need to remove this part and keep that part. And that way we will also lose the stability of the tree. So probably I will plant this on its side, but we will see how far we get. I will first start with removing the air layer which I have applied in here. I'm also very curious to the results. Maybe we have already some roots, maybe not. Let's see. Yes, we have roots. That's good. Look at this. I'll keep them. Let's just go on. I'll remove this clay. I'll reuse that clay in the new pot. Never spill any material. It's already expensive enough. Ooh. The roots are in a better shape than I thought it would be. That's good. Let's remove the soil. As you see, I applied organic soil with clay balls in the bottom. In the emergency repotting video, we have seen that the clay balls are not that good in improving new soil growth. The soil feels very wet. That's partly the quality of the soil, because this is really supermarket organic soil. So far, I can say my experiment with that is not that successful. So let's just try to remove off the soil. It's really feeling too wet, which is not good. The good thing is I have here white roots, which means there are healthy roots. So I'm happy with that. I see that there is still a part alive. There are living roots in here, which are a bit connected to the top. See here really the rot going on. This part didn't completely die as I thought it would be. It's still alive. It's too thin connected, so I'll just remove it. I'm really asking myself if we could do something with this part, if you could save it in one way or another. Maybe I will put this in another pot. Could be that it just will live. It has no foliage on it, so the odds are not that good, but maybe it survives. Just teasing the roots a bit. It's really too wet. Now I see also why it's rotting. Just do a small fit. This will be the pot. If I put this in this way, yeah, it just fits. So that's perfectly fine. Yeah, let's do that. I'll put this in this way in this pot, like this. And this one, I can place that one like this there. What I will do is I'll wash out the roots, and then I'll come back and replace it in a new pot. The roots are washed out. I'll just take out the length a bit to enforce new growth. Unfortunately, my office scissors broke, so I came back to my bonsai tools. It worked perfectly fine for a while, but after that it broke down, unfortunately. I'll take some of the rotting part out. All the soft parts are gone now. That's one. Right, I remove the better. You see, it's really muddy soil. I really love rescuing plants in the emergency. It really gives me energy to go on and revive them and let them continue with life. This will be the new pot. I'll add some drainage screen out of the holes. I still have some rotten part here on the top. I'll remove that. So looking backwards, it's not a miracle they rot. You see all this muddy soil in here. It's just a mess. Like that. As told earlier, I'll just continue the experiment, so I'll add purely clay in this one. First the bottom layer. It's like this, then the new formed root is just in the soil. I place it as much as possible to that side because I want the root really to be in contact with the soil. Then the other one, I don't think it will survive, but we're just going to try. Like that. And I'll just fill it up. This is the reason why in bonsai always small pots are used. In big pots you need a lot of soil, a lot of area to fill. Let's just use a chopstick to fill all the air gaps. You see the soil going down. Just want to cover up as much as possible. Especially in this area in the back there, we have already roots, so I really want that area to be filled up quite good. Just a last check if everything is filled up. That's good enough. That's it for this video. We completely removed the rot. We separated the legs of the Ficus ginseng, covered both sides of the roots with soil. I'll place it back, and when this craft has more roots than it has now, I'll saw it off and make two separate plants out of this. I think for the craft part it's quite clear what it will be, but for the original species with the big leaves, I'm not quite sure what I will do with that long tree. That we will see at that time. I'll give it a good shower, water it with water out of my aquarium, which is full of nutrients. I'll just remove this leaf because it's touching the ground. And then again. And then place it back to a south-facing window. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.